You've noticed it, haven't you?
That feeling. Your life is calmer now. The chaos is gone. The drama has faded away. And yet, something feels off. It's not really a painful feeling. It's not sadness, exactly. It's just unfamiliar. And maybe you found yourself asking this very question. You might even wonder if something inside of you has shut down or why you don't feel the kind of excitement you used to. This feeling is very real, and you're definitely not the only one who experiences it. So let's start with our first section here, the uncomfortable quiet. To really get what's going on, we have to look at how we tend to misunderstand peace itself. The first and maybe the most important thing to understand is this. This feeling is not a personal failure. It is not a sign that you are broken. It's a physiological response. It's about your nervous system. You know, we're often told a simple story about healing, but the reality, well, it's a lot more complex than that. Your body's internal wiring has its own set of rules. And this brings us to section 2. Your baseline was activation. Here, we're going to explore the core reason why this new state of calm can feel so foreign, maybe even unsettling. Think of a baseline as your body's home setting. For a long time, it's possible your home setting just wasn't calm. So if your life was shaped by unpredictability, maybe conflict, your old baseline was activation. It was a state of high alert, of emotional intensity, of constant reaction. The new baseline that you're experiencing now is peace. And that means regulation, steadiness, quiet. It's a completely different environment for your brain to navigate. So when things finally do slow down, your brain doesn't just relax. It senses an absence. It starts asking, where's that signal I'm used to? What am I supposed to be reacting to? This quiet doesn't register as safety. It registers as a lack of familiar data. It's even possible that what you used to label as excitement or passion was actually your nervous system responding to high contrast. You know, the spike of a high followed by the relief of a low. When those spikes are gone, the system mislabels the steadiness that follows as a loss of some kind. Which leads us right into section 3, the recalibration phase. This uncomfortable period of transition actually has a name. It's not a permanent state, it's a phase, and it has a very distinct purpose. This feeling might seem like numbness, but it's probably more accurate to call it regulation. It's a stable, neutral state that your mind just hasn't learned how to interpret yet. The meaning, that comes later. During this recalibration, 3 key things are happening. First, your sensitivity to dopamine, that reward chemical, it starts to lower. Second, your hair trigger emotional reactivity begins to drop. And third, the need for external validation, it just starts to lose its power. Your system is learning how to operate without all that constant external fuel. So that common fear that whispers, I'm broken, is really just a misinterpretation. The reality is something much more empowering. I'm recalibrating. And this is a critical moment. So many people mistake this quiet calm for emptiness, and they rush back toward chaos just to feel something familiar. They might reintroduce drama or seek out that old intensity, and in doing so, they abort the process before it can finish. And now for our final section, the beginning of clarity. What happens if you stay with it? What if you allow your system the time it needs to adjust? Something powerful really does begin to grow in that quiet. If you don't interfere, you start to choose depth over fleeting excitement. You learn to respond thoughtfully instead of just reacting instantly. Your energy becomes more selective, and you develop what you could call emotional sovereignty, a state where your inner world is no longer dictated by all the chaos outside of you. So if peace feels strange to you right now, just consider this question. What if this isn't the end of feeling, but the beginning of feeling clearly? Maybe this isn't about losing your spark at all. Maybe it's about clearing away the noise so you can finally see what's truly there. Remember this. Let it be an anchor for you in this uncomfortable quiet. You are not broken. You are recalibrating.